Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. Today we're going to make a peacock. And this peacock is made out of cardstock and paper. And you're going to need some markers in blues and greens. And then we've got some craft foam that's sparkly. And of course the Google eyes. So to start off with on this one, you're going to have a piece of cardstock that is printed with the actual body of your peacock. And you're also going to receive a template to cut out patterns for the wings, the crown, and the beak. So to start off with, we've got to cut things out. So cut out your body and also the patterns for your wings and your beak and your crown. Okay, now I have two bodies cut out for the peacock and the patterns for the wings, the crown, and the beak. So I'm going to trace the patterns onto the foam and then cut them out. So the beak goes on the orange foam. And the glittery foam is for the wings and the crown. So you put these kind of close together so that you don't waste your foam. And just trace around them. Then you want to cut all of these pieces out of the foam. Okay, so now I have a beak, the crown, and the two wings all cut out of the foam. So my next part of my project, I'm going to put the beak on the body. So where my lines are, I'm going to put those to the inside so they don't show. And I need some glue dots to hold these two pieces together. And I'm going to place these glue dots in such a way. The first glue dot I'm putting on, I'm going to put right up there in the top part of the head. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can glue this beak on. And you can leave some extra glue outside the beak because you're going to glue this other piece on so that it won't show. So I'd say put 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Okay, so I've got exposed glue here, 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 and a little bit up here where the beak doesn't cover all of it. So I'll lay that down and take the other cardstock body of my peacock and push on these so that the glue is holding. When you're putting this head together, you're also putting the crown on. And you have to put that on before you close your bird up. So you lay the crown on the head and use another glue dot to hold this head together. So I've got the crown on here. the beak on here, and I've got one more glue dot here to hold that head together. So there is your bird. Now our next step involves this piece of paper you'll receive. Some of you get a light green, some of you got light blue. You need your markers, and whatever color you've got, just get some colors that go with it. So like on this light green, I'm going to use a dark blue and maybe a green. So to start with, you're going to fold this in half and crease it, and then fold it up in half again and crease it, and fold it up in half again and crease it, and then do one more. So fold it in half again and crease it. This way you're going to have some lines that you're going to draw on. So now we unfold it, and you see it has pleats. So I'm going to take my marker, I'm going to start with one color, and I'm going to go on each of the folds and make a teardrop shape. And I'm going to go every other fold to do this. So I've got a fold here, and then I've got another fold, and I'm not going to do it on, and there's a fold that I did it on, and there's one that I'm not going to do it on. And I'm using the pleat to be the center of each of these teardrops that I'm drawing. So go all the way across the paper like that, going every other one. Now where I've done these teardrops, I'm going to take my dark blue and I'm going to color in the inside of each of these. So it almost looks like an eye. So you see it now. I've filled in teardrops inside the original teardrop. Then take your green again, or even a different color. I'm going to go with a teal color for this, and make little lashes around each one. You see what I've done there? So do that on every one. All right, you can see I have done that on every one. Now I'm going to take my original green that I was using, and I'm going to go down just a little bit, and I'm going to do the teardrops shape just like I did at the top, and I'm going to do it every other one just opposite of where I did it before. So where I did it on this fold, now I'm doing it on this fold. And where I did it on this fold, I'm doing it on this one. So go all the way across with these. And then go back and fill in the eyes like you did before. And then go back and do the little lashes around the edges like you did before. So now it looks like this. Now we're going to turn around and we're going to do the same thing across the other edge. We're going to start where we started here at the top and make more teardrop shapes at the top on this side. So we're going to make this side look just like the other side. So we're going every other fold, making the teardrop shape. Do it with the same colors that you did on the other side. So do the very same thing. And do the eyelashes again. And do the lower teardrop the same way you did before. So when I'm finished, my paper looks like this. Now I'm going to refold it, but I'm not going to fold it the same way I did. I'm going to take this, and on the folds, I'm going to still fold it on those folds, but I'm going to make like an accordion. So fold it like you would a fan, an accordion-shaped fan. Some of the folds when you're doing this will be different than they were before, and some of them will be the same. But you have the folds to guide you so that you can continue to fold it like an accordion. When you are finished, you have a long strip like this, and you're going to take it and fold it in the middle and make a crease exactly halfway. Now I have my tail, and I'm going to take this piece of cardstock that was in the kit and 2 more glue dots. Actually 3 more glue dots. I'm going to glue a glue dot in the middle and on each side of the bottom of this fan that we've made. In the middle and about 1 inch on each side. So there's a glue dot here, one here, one here. And this is going to be glued to my piece of cardstock. Now, I'm going to take another glue dot and glue my tail right here, and I'm going to be able to glue it together, but not before I put my bird in here and put him so that his tail is really towards the far end of this tail. So from the side you see a little bit of a tail, but not much. Now take another glue dot and use it to hold the bird in place. So put it on the tail further down so it hits the body a little bit. So that your bird is fastened to the tail. You need a glue dot for each eye that you're going to put on. And these are the mini glue dots that are included in your kit. So put your little eyes on. So there you have the body, and then we're going to put the wings on. We're going to take a glue dot for a wing and glue it at the base here, and also put a glue dot right here so that we can glue the wing to the tail. So I'm setting it on the bird, and then I'm attaching it to the tail. And I'm going to do that on the other side also. So I have set glue dots here and here. And I'm going to apply that to the cardstock and to the tail piece. So when I'm finished, I have a peacock. And he stands by himself. And that's it for this week's episode of Craft Corner Kits to Go. And we'll see you next week.